Unilever Limited present Lessons in Marketing Excellence, Season 13.
Team Lemonade up next. Let's find out how impressed the jury was by their idea.
We are Team Lemonade from SPJIMR Mumbai. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to be here today. We've chosen Magnum Ice Creams as the brand to explore new opportunities for HUL. The pandemic has severely affected our regular activities and several plans. Being an avid traveler, I've missed being in a new place, a new country. But more than this, I crave for the local flavors that I got to taste during my adventures. In fact, a study says that 77% of leisure travelers believe that food is a vital part of their trips. When we surveyed a group of 175 people, we found that 87.5% of them look forward to tasting local cuisines, and 66% agreed that they would be ready to pay a higher price if we could recreate the experience for them.
Furthermore, when we personally interviewed a group of 25 people regarding their travel experiences, we found a majority of them had their travel plans cancelled because of the pandemic, and this made them feel stuck at home. Added to this was the incremental pressure they experienced during studies or at work, and therefore there arose a need to take a break from routine life. This problem is therefore important to solve through a product that offers a getaway for those who long for the experience of traveling. If this issue is not solved, people will keep turning towards food and there will be a missed opportunity. They will turn especially towards desserts, as we have seen during the pandemic, with an increase in self-cooking and baking activities. So food is the escape for most people. And hence we propose to introduce Magnum Voyage, an international range of premium ice cream bars with the functional benefit of offering flavors unique to 6 exotic locations around the world that include Japan's matcha tea, Brazil's guava cheesecake, Italy's roasted pistachio, Australia's honeycomb toffee, Canada's maple syrup, and Argentina's dulce de leche. Magnum Voyage will help consumers wander the world, bringing the local flavors of dream destinations at the tip of their tongue. When we take a look at the Indian ice cream and frozen desserts industry, HUL occupies the second largest share of the market in an industry which is hugely dominated by unorganized players. Despite the impacts of the pandemic, the industry is expected to grow at an impressive CAGR of 17.3% in the next 5 years. And with the added incentive that very few players among the leading ice cream brands of India actually offer premium ice cream bars of international taste, we are confident that HUL's Magnum Voyage will be a success. To do so, we have identified 3 potential consumer segments, each with their unique problems, but who could benefit from our offering. First, flavor fanatics. These are people who love ice cream. They enjoy trying out new flavors, but don't always experience a wide variety of choice. Second, worldly wanderers. These are explorers who cherish tasting local flavors wherever they go, but are unfortunately tied down due to the pandemic. And finally, exotic elitists. These are consumers of premium products made with authentic ingredients, but they don't always enjoy the Indian substitutes of foreign flavors.
The total available market for worldly wanderers is 2.47 billion rupees, computed based on the number of international leisure travelers who believe that the local food is an integral part of their trips. Out of this, based on the existing distribution network of Magnum Ice Cream, the serviceable market for HUL could be 1.6 billion rupees. Based on our consumer survey results of the number of people willing to pay a premium price for authentic flavors, HUL's serviceable and obtainable market could be 0.42 billion rupees. These numbers support our decision of choosing worldly wanderers as our target segment. For the campaign, our big idea is to position Magnum Voyage as an international range of ice cream bars that will transport the consumers to their dream destinations. We've designed a poster and a video ad to showcase that the consumers can wander the world with Magnum Voyage.
It's a new dawn, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Wander the world with Magnum Voyage.
To execute our
campaign, we first studied the media consumption habits of our target consumers across 3 media channels. Insights like increased usage of social media and OTT platforms, trust on celebrity endorsements, and subscription of niche products like travel magazines gave us the starting point to develop a marketing campaign. We also looked at a super consumer, Disha's journey, and in particular, her pain points. At first, she identifies the problem when she starts missing the experience of tasting international flavors during her trips. She searches for options that can recreate an authentic international taste. She evaluates them based on authenticity and price. During purchase, she displays an inhibition to try out new products as she is unsure of the Indian alternatives to foreign flavors. Based on the consumer journey and media consumption, we plan to execute the marketing campaign using the funnel approach. We will first create awareness about Magnum Voyage with the help of OTT and traditional advertising that will include wall graffiti in Tier 1 cities, a globe statue to depict our international offering, a tethered hot air balloon with Magnum Voyage branding. We also plan to create a community blog called Bond Over Magnum that brings ice cream lovers and travel enthusiasts together to share their stories. We will leverage the reach of influencers such as Pooja Dhingra, a celebrity chef, Bruce Passports, a highly followed travel blogger duo, Shivesh Bhatia, a renowned food blogger. We have chosen Lisa Hayden as the celebrity brand ambassador whose international image will help us in product placement at gala events and launch parties. For grabbing consumers' attention, we are going to use SEO, SEM, and keyword targeting. We plan to sell it at 100 rupees per bar as against the current pricing of 90 rupees per bar. This is considering the additional cost which we might have to incur in order to source ingredients from international locations. After considering the variable cost, distributor margin, and retailer margin, HUL would be earning a margin of 15% on the MRP. And with this, we conclude that our product offering will be financially viable.
It is time to wander the world with Magnum Voyage. Thank you so much. We would like to answer your questions now.
Yeah, I really love the idea of linking, ice cream food to travel. It's so simple, so primal, yet so beautiful because it changes the kind of, the entire sort of way of looking at food. And it's sitting there waiting to be had. Tell me, when I saw your work, I saw what you had as a starting point. But do you think you'd see it as a tourism campaign of which the byproduct is, say, the ice cream? Or would you go to the conventional and show an ice cream that leads you to a place? Well, what would you do? I mean, I know you've done your rough thing here, but if you were, what do you call Team Lemonade, right? Yeah.
Sorry if I may take up this question. Thank you for that. Sir, it would not be, when we made the ad, we didn't plan to make it as a tourism campaign, but we wanted to pitch the idea of the 6 international flavors. Obviously, since we had the time constraint to make the ad, we added all the 6 countries together. But when we make the actual ad, our idea is to make an ad only on one of those countries and then make 6 separate ads, so that the idea of transporting the person to the country specified flavor is very evident. And so and maybe we could contribute in terms of the costumes and the outfits and that sense, so that the idea of the ad is very clear. So this was our essential idea, but since we didn't have the time, we try to incorporate the entire thing together.
Yeah, I think you got a bigger idea than just that ad. It's a larger idea. So love it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Very, very interesting idea. 2 questions, actually, quick ones. One is the leap from travel and missing local food to ice cream. So I think it's a pretty massive leap. So I want to definitely hear how you guys feel that connects up to the core insight. And a more tactical one, which is when you talk about flavors, it's curiosity, right? Matcha tea, very curious to try versus longevity. That's my second layered question, maybe from very interesting experiences in my own life, but happy to hear what you all.
The idea of moving from food to ice cream came as a result of our consumer interactions. We had an in-depth interview of 25 different people after we did our initial consumer survey. And we realized that whenever they were traveling to any foreign location, ice cream was an inevitable part of their consumption. Maybe they're trying other things as well, but ice cream definitely came in that. And secondly, when we were talking about different flavors from different locations, we have actually consulted a certified pastry chef. And she was the one who helped us develop these flavors and incorporate them, and said that this is feasible to be incorporated in an ice cream covering various dimensions of flavors, which is not possible if you choose one savory and one dessert. So that's why Magnum Ice Cream was the natural choice.
This truly fabulous Team Lemonade. Time now for another short break. On the other side, we have one team, Limelight, presenting their idea. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
CNBC-TV18 and Hindustan Unilever Limited present